Khan's appearance caught me by surprise. Although while fighting the bandits, I did sense someone helping from the shadows. Khan assured me that Bourbon's fate was not tied to my own. But I regretted his death.
Nobody ever walks here. Neither people nor beasts. Even the rats are absent. They know we are here. Come closer to the tubes and listen. Just don't stay for too long. Some say it's the voice of the tunnels. Others consider it to be a form of psychic influence. I know this tunnel, and it knows me. Let's move. Be careful here. This is a dangerous tunnel. Please keep your light on, my friend. Or else we might stay here forever. Freeze, and look forward. I don't think the word "who" is applicable here. We need to go around it. Don't touch the silhouettes. Concentrate.
Mom, there are...
Move aside, Artyom. This tunnel has to relive its past over and over again, and those who were unfortunate enough to walk here at such a moment usually join that past. Let's go. Please, and look forward. A battle raged here long ago. The defenders still man their stations. Follow me, but remain at my back. Castone lapio asterium manto, Castone labio asterium manto, alum ram, om castone labio asterium manto, castone labio asterium alum ram, om castone labio asterium manto. I'd rather that remained a secret. This is personal, my friend. I was with them when they died. Only I survived. It appears that the devastation we brought upon ourselves was complete. Heaven, hell, and purgatory were atomized as well. So when a soul leaves the body, it has nowhere to go and must remain here in the metro. A harsh but not undeserved atonement for our sins, wouldn't you agree? Ah, shit! Damn, this unfortunate is from Cursed. Clearly things are right here. Let's go. Concentrate. You can feel it coming, I see. That's a rare talent. You should use it. Don't move now. Don't move. Wicked phenomenon is. But, you know, it's not any more evil than, say, fire. It all depends on your point of view. Try to get a better understanding of things before you make your judgment. Let's move out now. It's not safe here. careful. Get ready. The beasts come again. Stay put. There's no need to interfere. So that's how it goes. A live demonstration. Get onto the rail car. The tunnel should be all safe ahead. We'll get there easily. You have a noble mission. Do you really suppose that Polis will help you? Or is there simply nothing else left to believe? You don't have to answer. We'll arrive at the next station. The monster's attacks have been unrelenting. Most people have abandoned the station. The unfortunate few who remain have nowhere else to go.
Han led me into Cursed Station. The name was no accident. Its people were locked in an endless war for survival.